I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
The demand far exceeds the supply.
And with just 2 companies manufacturing COVID-19 vaccines, Flagler County Health Officer Bob Snyder says that's to be expected. Snyder tells WNZF's Free for All Friday that a new shipment of vaccine is expected to arrive tomorrow in Flagler County, with vaccinations continuing at the fairgrounds this week. This Friday, they're also expecting a shipment of second doses for residents who've gotten their first shot.
So the second doses are coming. So each week we'll get a separate allotment earmarked for those who need their second dose. So when we're not turning anyone away, if you received your first dose here in Flagler County and you live in another county, the rule is you can come back here and get that second dose.
But you're asked to stay within your own state to get the vaccine. Only healthcare workers and those aged 65 and older are eligible to get the COVID vaccine right now. To sign up for COVID-related text alerts, text Flagler COVID, that's one word, to 888-777.
With the passing of Flagler Palm Coast High School's principal Tom Russell in December, there is new leadership.
Bobby Bosserdett is the interim principal at the high school since Tom Russell died of complications from COVID-19 last year. Bosserdett is not an outsider to the FPC community. He graduated from the high school in 1999 and went to Tennessee for college, and then
I came back home to FPC and got my first teaching job 2 days after I graduated.
Bosserdett said he ran a dropout prevention program, coached wrestling, and then landed in the dean's office at the high school. No, he wasn't in trouble. He was moving into administration.
Became an assistant principal overseeing student and community engagement and also teaching and learning. And then I was awarded the opportunity to be the principal at Buddy Taylor Middle School.
Bosserdett said he now holds a dual role with FPC.
I was named executive director of leadership development for Flagler schools this school year. And that is my current role. And now I'm operating in dual capacity as the interim principal over at FPC.
A recent article in the Palm Coast Observer says that Bosserdett told the staff that he would continue Tom Russell's vision. Tomorrow, Bosserdett talks about filling Russell's shoes as principal at FPC. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
A Flagler County medic achieves a status very few obtain. Karen Johnson has the story.
Flagler County Flight Operations Flight Medic Andy Thomas recently became a certified flight paramedic by the International Board of Specialty Certification, an organization responsible for the administration and development of specialty certification exams for critical care professionals. Julie Murphy is the Flagler County Public Information Officer.
We're just really proud of him because he did this all on his own. It was a voluntary effort. We just have a very professional staff who takes what they do very seriously, and he is certainly among them.
The certification, which Thomas completed on his own, is in addition to the state-required Air Medical Crew Member certification course that all Flagler County flight medics must complete before flying as a crew member on Fireflight. Worldwide, there were fewer than 12,000 International Board of Specialty Certified Flight Paramedics. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
A new book-sharing concept comes to Palm Coast. John Arking has the details.
The Free Little Library, a nonprofit that seeks to build community, inspire readers, and expand book access, has placed one of their Give a Book, Take a Book library stands in the playground area of the Palm Coast Community Center. It's about the size of a birdhouse, and books are placed inside of it and are free to borrow. Book donations are also accepted. James Hurst is the center's outdoor recreation manager.
It's open to anyone. It has no lock or anything on it. It just has like a little latch. Under the latch, pull it open, and then you just throw some books in. And the design, it looks like a house. It has some shingles on the roof and on the sides. And there's a shelf inside. All you have to do is undo the latch, open the book, and you can throw them in.
Parks maintenance employees designed and built the library, expanding on the original design provided by Free Little Library and creating it to look like a house.
We had some leftover material from different projects that our parks maintenance guys were doing throughout the city. So the idea came about as we saw the material that we didn't want to throw away. We wanted to use for something else, and this is where it was built from. It's parks maintenance guys, Eddie Jensen and Humberto Alicia, used those spare material to help us build the house. It took about a month to complete.
Anybody who'd like more information and maybe like to create their own Little Free Library can just go to littlefreelibrary.org. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Erkin.
With the weather expected to dip below 40 degrees tonight, the Sheltering Tree will open its doors for people seeking shelter from the cold.
If you are in need of shelter or have no heat at home or are living in your car, Join us at Church on the Rock on Monday, January 18th at 5:30 p.m. We will be ready with a warm cot and 2 great meals for you. This is a new location for the cold weather shelter, which has operated for the past 12 years in Bunnell. The Church on the Rock is located at 2200 North State Street in Bunnell. The shelter will open at 5:30 p.m. and close at 8 a.m. the following day.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.